Ladies and gentlemen, this is EB2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. But look who we got here, y'all. Look on the screen, y'all. It's the clown-ass Dennis Spurling. And Dennis got on a bow tie and a necktie. Lord. Let's see what he said. Let's see what he's saying. So Dennis says, not only am I an attorney, but I am also a rapper. So don't call me 2 Chains. Call me 2 Ties. Key. A key. Man, what the hell is Dennis talking about? Well, I see, Dennis, you sitting on this fake-ass throne like you Elvis Presley or somebody. This big-ass white chair that's bigger than you. And I guess black supposed to be the villain and white supposed to be the hero. So this supposed to be some type of mind fucking you doing by sitting in a big white chair like you a hero, nigga. Oh my God. The attempt at mind fucking is goddamn embarrassing, bro. You don't think we see you for what you are? You ain't no king, nigga. You a clown. A clown wearing a bow tie and a necktie, nigga. Man, get your clown ass off YouTube. All right, let's get it. Dennis Spurling. Yeah, you, nigga. The jig is up, nigga. The jig is up. You see, since the death of YouTuber Kevin Samuels, you have been running around these YouTube streets deceiving people with your bullshit ass lies. But it's gonna stop this week. Oh yeah. It's gonna stop this week, nigga. Dennis, I'm about to hand you your ass on a silver platter, nigga. And I'm going to do it with a hello, my name is EB2K label on my suit. Hello, my name is EB2K. Oh, I say it and I say it again. We have been hooked. We've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok. But it must stop, Dennis. It must stop this week. No mas. No mas. Ladies and gentlemen, this is EB2K, and I will break down the lies of Denise Spurling this week. So stay tuned. Well, all right, this is EB2K. Now, before I officially begin my presentation, I just want to point out a post that Dennis posted on his community feed. He says, fellows, my hard-fighting boys have a big jiu-jitsu tournament today. Masculinity is something you reinforce every day. Push yourself, accept the challenge. Being a man is something you earn. Earn it. Hashtag Uncle D. Okay, well, this is how I responded to this post. I said, a man, laugh out loud. Unfortunately, your son's got a bitch for a father. Now listen, I will break down the lies of Denise Spurling in this presentation. So let the games begin. This is EB2K. Ladies and gentlemen, put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. In the movie What's Love Got to Do With It, featuring Angela Bassett as Tina Turner and Lawrence Fishburne as Ike, there's a particular scene that always stands out to me. In this one scene, Ike is frustrated at Tina in the way she is recording her song in the studio. Tina eventually gets all emotional and lashes back at Ike and tells him, I'm just trying to help, Ike. I'm just trying to help. Now, of course, Ike gets offended and responds back to Tina. You trying to help Ike? You trying to help Ike? Who told you Ike needed help? Who told you Ike needed help? Now, Dennis, with this death of Kevin Samuels, it seems like you doing just a bit too much, man. You're doing a bit too much. You trying to help Ike? Dennis, you trying to help Ike? Who told you Ike needed help? You know, in a way, Dennis, aka Denise the bitch Sperling, kind of reminds me of the female Tina Turner. Denise tends to get all emotional and all in his feelings when being called out on his shit. More importantly, it is obvious Denise lacks true game. He tends to use childlike tactics like projection and distraction as a way to get people off the point of discussion or the topic at hand. Now, these moves are run-of-the-mill tactics of a lame who can't really defend themselves on the main issue. And by the way, Dennis, my focus of this premiere will be on you, nigga. And my criticism on you and not no one else and not Kevin Samuels. That projection shit and look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. All that distraction shit will not work on me. It ain't gonna work. Because my point is going to stand. My point is going to stand. Also, full disclosure, YouTube is a part-time recreation for me that I do for leisure and shits and giggles. I do YouTube part-time for leisure, shits, and giggles. I'm an engineer, and I get clout from my real profession, and I don't need no more clout from YouTube. I'm good. So no need to use that lame-ass shit on me. I'm not trying to be no full-time YouTuber like you. So with that being said, let's let Ike and Tina Turner get this depiction on how I see you, Denise. You trying to help Ike? You trying to help Ike? Well, let's see.
Church house, gin house, schoolhouse, outhouse, on highway number 19. The people keep the city clean. They call it Nut Bush. Oh, Nut Bush. They call it Nut Bush city limit.
Hey, look here, what the fuck was that? What the problem is? What, you done forgot the words?
Of course, I can remember the words. I wrote it.
Yeah, you wrote the motherfucking song and now you can't even remember the goddamn words? I mean, what the fuck you doing? Yeah, all right, now, look, ain't nobody gonna buy this motherfucker unless you sing this motherfucker the way I know you can sing it, ain't it?
I'm trying to help, Ike, all right?
Trying to help Ike. You trying to help Ike? I ain't the motherfucker that need help. You the one that needs some help.
This is EB2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. One of my favorite artists is Lauryn Hill. And she has a song called Forgive Them, Father. And in that song, she has lyrics that I think are profound. And I think they relate to the situation we currently have with Dennis Sperling and the late Kevin Samuels. If you look to the left of the screen, you will see the lyrics, some lyrics of that song, Forgive Them, Father. And I will read them to you as follows. Lauryn says, beware the false motives of others. Be careful of those who pretend to be brothers. And you never suppose it's those who are closest to you. They say all the right things to gain their position, then use your kindness as their ammunition to shoot you down in the name of ambition. They do. They do. If you look to the right of the screen, you will see the YouTube sub count and views by date for the month of May for Dennis Sperling. And I want to point out a couple things to you. Now, if you look at the left side, you see the column of dates starting on May the 1st, right? And then right to the right of that are the number of subscribers that Dennis gains on a daily basis starting on May the 1st. Now, you can see the very beginning of the month, he was averaging around 200 subs a day, 200 new subs a day, starting in the month of May. But if you keep going down to the dates and you go to like around May 6th or so, this is the time of Kevin Samuels' death. Notice how his sub count jumps, okay? It goes from the hundreds, like 200, 300, 100 in the beginning of the month. Then it jumps to 2.9 thousand on May the 6th. 2.9 thousand subs on that day, okay? And if you see the number going forward, say from May the 6th to the current date, the 18th, Dennis is gaining thousands and thousands of subs basically on a daily basis. Thousands, right? And we're supposed to believe that Dennis is not trying to take advantage and be an opportunist of this situation. When the numbers say that he is. Dennis has almost doubled his sub count prior to Kevin Samuels' death to now. Before the death of Kevin Samuels, Dennis Sperling had around 20,000 subscribers. Now he has 44,000. 44,000. Since Kevin Samuels' death, which has only been 2 weeks, he has doubled his sub count. And here's the thing, y'all. To get to 20,000, that had to be months and years. But you mean to tell me in 2 weeks he got the same sub count? He got 20. It took him months and years to get his first 20. It took him 2 weeks to get his next 20. That part. So I browsed Dennis's YouTube channel. Dennis has done 21 videos since the death of Kevin Samuels. He has done 21 videos on Kevin Samuels since the death of Kevin Samuels. That's about either a video or two every day since the death. Every day it's been a video or 2 videos on Kevin Samuels on Dennis Sperling's channel since the death of Kevin Samuels. And his community post, Lord, he is going ham on his community post. I think I counted at least 5 community posts a day. A day. And it's sad because it's posts where he's responding to his critics. I mean, he coming off the porch, he windmilling, he pulling out weaves, he's scratching people's faces. I mean, he acting just like a bitch. A bitch. Because people are criticizing him. I mean, he got his panties in a bunch, yo. He got his panties in a bunch. Obviously, he cannot take criticism. Because he is windmilling off the porch. But here's my proof, y'all. I just want you to kind of get context of what we're talking about here. It is my contention that Dennis Sperling is exploiting the death of Kevin Samuels. And it shows in his jump in sub counts. It shows in his jump in views. And it shows how he's overreacting to people criticizing him. You know, there's a famous quote in William Shakespeare's play Hamlet that says, "The lady protests too much, methinks." The lady protests too much, methinks. And then what that line means and what it expresses is that sometimes when a person is overreacting or expressing too much, they're trying to hide guilt. They're trying to hide guilt. So when I look at the way Dennis is reacting in this situation with the overreaction of people responding to him and his accusations, it makes me think that this lady protests too much, methinks. When I listen and look at Dennis SPURLING and the way he responds and overreacts to accusations, this lady protests too much, methinks.
I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying. I just want to know one thing. You ready? Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
This is EB2K. Please put your screen on full view. Please put your screen on full view. Oh, Denise, Denise, Denise. Why you always lying? Why you always lying? Oh, the lies you tell. Lies you tell. It's so many lies I can't even keep up. I can't even keep up with the lies you tell, Denise. We're just going to focus on 3 for right now. So those who are looking on screen, we're going to read these 3 bullet points and go over some of the lies of Denise SPURLING. And you can read them with me. Number 1, Dennis indicated that he knew the young woman that was with Kevin Samuels when he passed and spoke fondly of her as a potential fiance, right? But here's the deal. The young woman stated on the police report that she had just met Kevin Samuels, and her actions then and post-death on social media suggest that she is just a jump off. Now, if the lady said she just met Kevin Samuels right before he died, how in the hell you got to the point of saying that you knew that this is going to be his fiance and y'all talked about it and all this, like this was a legitimate girlfriend? Denise, what you saying about her don't match up with her actions. This girl actions everything when you look on social media, you looked on how she acted with Kevin Samuels during his death, and the fact that she did not go to in the ambulance with him to the hospital. It don't sound like no fiance. I'm sorry, that don't sound like no fiance, bruh. The way she moving is more like a jump off. Which tells me you lying, nigga. You lying. You ain't had no conversation with no Kevin Samuels about this woman being a fiance. Stop it. Secondly, Dennis claims that Kevin Samuels was responsible for him meeting his current fiance. But when a past video was unearthed, where Dennis told the story of how he met her, it was revealed that Dennis met her in a Facebook chat room that Kevin Samuels hosted. Now, Kevin didn't know that woman from a can of paint. So it is safe to say that it is a stretch for Dennis to say that Kevin Samuels was responsible for him meeting his fiance when it was not so. And here's the thing, man. That story was a straight up stretch, bro. You met your fiance in a Facebook chat room that Kevin hosted, and then that's supposed to be Kevin was responsible for you meeting your fiance? Bruh, stop it. You had us thinking that you, your fiance, and Kevin went to Ruth Chris. And Kevin said, listen, Dennis, you my boy, right? I've been knowing this young lady for 3 or 4 years. We've been working together. And I look at her character and look at your character and y'all personality. I think y'all make a cute couple. So, hey, this is Dennis. Dennis, this is so-and-so. Maybe y'all should go out on a date. And I recommend both of y'all to each other. This is my recommendation for you, for both of you. And I hope things work out. Now, that's responsible for meeting your fiance, nigga. But this shit that you just randomly was in a damn Facebook chat room and she was just randomly in a fucking Facebook chat room that Kevin Samuels hosted, and you want us to believe that he is responsible for you meeting your future wife. Man, get the fuck out of here. And here's the thing, man. If you willing to stretch a story that much, that means you got a damn an angle. You got a motive. It's something else going on, bruh. You trying to make a jump off in Kevin's girl that he's dealing with. You trying to make a jump off be a wife. That's a stretch. Then you telling me your fiance, you met her through Kevin Samuels. That's a stretch. Nigga, you stretching like Stretch Armstrong, bruh. What is we doing? What is we doing? Just on those 2 axes alone tells me you got something else going on. You got an ulterior motive. What the hell are you stretching stories for? Now let's look at the last point I want to make. Now, Dennis claimed that Kevin Samuels was supposedly rich as fuck. I know some other critics of Kevin Samuels made videos that he died broke, right? He died broke. And that may not be true. But Dennis comes back with a counter argument like, no, he wasn't broke. As a matter of fact, Kevin Samuels was rich as fuck. Here's my thing. How does he know? How does Dennis Sperling know that Kevin Samuels was rich as fuck? Whatever that means. What's the definition of rich as fuck? Because last I checked, Dennis Sperling is an ambulance chasing attorney and not a CPA. Dennis is not a CPA. In order for Dennis to make such a claim, he would have to have access to Kevin Samuels' books to see his total assets and his liabilities. Net worth equals assets minus liabilities, bruh. So just because you see nice shit, watches, cologne, suits, furniture, that does not mean someone is rich as fuck. No. Just accumulating some expensive shit don't mean you rich as fuck. And let me tell you why, Dennis. If there are liabilities tied to those things, Kevin Samuels' net worth could be in the negative. Remember, net worth is equal to assets minus liabilities. But just because you seeing nice shit, if he got liabilities tied to those things, then that makes him, that's assets minus liabilities, and that could bring him back to zero. You can have nice shit and still be a bum. From an accounting principles. Let me repeat, Dennis, you can have nice shit and still be a bum in terms of accounting principles because net worth is equal to assets minus liabilities. So how you know he rich as fuck unless you his accountant? You don't. You just a nigga on YouTube claiming to be more than what you are to him. And you damn sure ain't no CPA. And here's a question I want to ponder. If Kevin Samuels was so rich as fuck, then why was he renting a damn studio apartment in somebody else's name? Can you tickle my fancy and answer that question for me, Dennis? He rich as fuck, right? Well, if he's rich as fuck, then why in the fuck is he renting a damn studio apartment in somebody else's name? A person who's rich as fuck do not rent no damn studio apartment. A person who's rich as fuck owns the building, bruh. That's rich as fuck. When you own the building and have other people rent from you, that's rich as fuck. This is Ebony Man 2K. Listen, man, when people were initially calling Dennis out on his bullshit lies, he started acting like an old female, getting into his feelings, and had his panties all in a bunch. I know at one point he was posting about 5 posts a day in his community feed, responding to people criticizing him, threatening to sue people and taking them to court and all this old craziness, knowing he doesn't have a case. In YouTube, if you present content, people can use your content, and with the Fair Use Act, they can respond to your content and make commentary about it. And they can make money on it without your permission. So I don't know what initially Dennis was talking about, that if anybody was using his likeness to make money, he was going to sue. Man, get the hell up out of here. What are you even talking about, bro? You don't even know how the YouTube game works. But here's the thing, man. After being called out on being a low-down opportunist, now Dennis Sperling want to play possum. He want to play possum now, y'all. Oh, yeah, man. You have to hear him now on his community posting and his videos. Here's some of the things he's saying. I ain't going to do it no more. I ain't going to talk shit no more. And listen, I don't really want to be the head nigga in charge of the manosphere. No, no. I don't want to be head nigga in charge. And guess what, y'all? I changed my mind. I ain't gonna sue nobody. No, I ain't gonna sue nobody. And I ain't gonna tell my mama. I ain't gonna tell my mama. I promise. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to end this premiere on a light note. A lot of you may not know this, but not only is Dennis Sperling an ambulance-chasing attorney, but he's also a rapper as well. This is a video of one of his songs called Dance Your Life Away, y'all. Listen, man, this shit is a hot mess, and I hope he takes his own advice and dance his life away off YouTube. And here's the thing, y'all. He has the nerve to talk about Pookies and Ray Rays of our society. And here he is in his own video looking like his name should be called Pookie Ray Ray III. This nigga is sitting on a porch with a wife beater on, getting his hair cut, while random ass hoochie mamas are dancing in his front yard, y'all. Now, if that ain't Pookie and Ray Ray, I don't know what that is. Y'all listen, look, check this shit out for yourself, and I hope you enjoy it. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a pleasure presenting this premiere to you. Shakira and I like to thank you for coming out. Now, let's dance our life away, y'all. Peace.
Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. Grandmother was some hated. Mi abuela haitiana, la rubia.
still a real Dominicana. When I was born young, music was all I had. I'm glad I suffered, and thank God I struggled. And now I dance often like we did in Cabaret Day. Back on this white wine, help my rhyme line fine. Been a minute since I've been in it. Caught my win, took some losses in the game. The wind still in range. Think about retiring and getting out this thing. Hacienda and the fire, adopt a new name. One cause to change, lost in a strange land. Alias assume names and dance with no shame. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. So sell your cruise on Netflix, trying to convince Larubia. Me and Chica hoping negotiate trips to Cuba. She 22 with piercings and tattoos, hadn't even left the island too. I never been to school, it's like a lose-lose, but all I do is win, 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 no matter what. And that's what's up. Yo te pago Universidad and buy a whip. Yo te papi azúcar, vida, she could take that trip. Take notes, loyalty is bought and paid for, folks. Hope she running my empire, I'm trying to load them boats. I know some of y'all players wanna pull my coat. So many layers to this game, I'm still revising quotes. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. She's a pretty thing too, man. Pretty girl, man. Rubia hoping no house to get up under me. She's humble and sweet until she get up under me. She don't really like to dance aside for Dominicana, salsa, samba, merengue, casamba. I get lost in the Antilles a few weeks at a time. Find women and rhyme, warm weather and sunshine. I don't mind a lost time. All I miss is my sons, if not for my seeds. See the shining sea wouldn't see me in a few years. They'll be grown and gone. I wouldn't say I'm retired, but even good wine expired. That's the life of conflict. I earned this trip. I like to dance my life away in peace and happiness. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away. Dance your life away. It's okay to dance your life away.